you guys?
Oh, yours was absolutely majestic.
That felt snappy.
It felt
absolutely snappy.
That felt a little lewd. So, speaking of snappy and spicy and people spanking one another, let me tell you, my Blue Jays put a fucking beat down on Colorado this week. Did you happen to catch that in your neck of the woods? Did that make the news?
I only saw it on because I have them Google reminders on Blue Jay stuff because I looked up the couple times I looked up the Jays when they were like neck and neck with the Rangers.
Yeah.
So now I always get Jay data.
So for our dear listeners that aren't in the loop, they had a series with the Rockies earlier this week. They won 15-1, 10-4, and then they were like, you know what? Let's do the third one, 20-1. So it was a rough outing for the old.
That's why you busted out the skull, because they were just skull crushing people.
They were just absolutely skull fucking people. They were Ed Norton in American History Xing them.
Do you remember that meme that I sent you?
Reference.
Remember that meme that I sent you where it was like that Australian breakdancer doing this? And then they were like, it was the American History X.
That was the thing about the breakdancing in the Olympics that was so terrible, other than, of course, the dancing, was the fact that Red Bull does their like dance tour that gets a lot of play on TikTok now.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst person in that tour would have won the gold medal.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Some of the people are so absurdly talented, especially like the people that can do like ticking and like breaking. Oh my God. Like
modern Jabberwockies.
Yes. Oh, God, I love the Jabberwockies. I love the Jab. Whatever happened to ABDC? What a show.
Especially like, so during around when that show was out, I was like in my screw everything mainstream era. And even then I was like, I'd go and secretly turn it on and I'm like, it's a damn good show.
Yeah, well,
it's a damn good show.
The funniest part about it was they had that like C-list celebrity panel of judges. It was the one dude from NSYNC that was giving like the poignant clerical advice to them. Like, no, you want to do a 93-degree angle on that particular little knee move. And then they had a little mama that's like just constantly smacking her lips. Who's the third guy? Was it Neo? I feel like it might have been Neo.
Did Neo even dance?
How dare you? Neo was quite the dancer.
Oh, huh. To be fair, I've never actually seen Neo outside of like a random bit of music video.
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Anyway, what a show. So what are you drinking over there, fella?
So I'm starting mine with an appetizer. You know, it's very rare we have appetizers, but you know, I think this one deserves it because these beers, these offerings are so great for the big 2-0 that 2-0. The world's not ready for just them right off the bat. So I am going with an Old Faithful buddy right here.
Look at that Voodoo Ranger.
It's a Juice Force. It's a 9.5. It's a very citrusy, hazy Imperial.
Well, I didn't realize we were going to announce to the world my micro penis so fast, because over here I don't have a 9.5. I have a 4.8, but you'll see why I like this very shortly. Here's the description. And some cans are very poetic, you know. They like to get into it, give you a nice long soliloquy and backstory, and
that's girth.
This one is this one here is a mango wheat ale, and that's all we know about it.
Interesting.
This is Kerplunk.
That is actually really cool. That mango looks like a character from like It Belongs in Rocko's Modern Life.
Oh my God, it does fit that art style well, doesn't it? Yes, it does.
Yeah, I love that. That's beautiful.
Rocko's Modern Life was amazing. I still, to this day, if I'm walking around work and it's kind of dull or I'm just zoning out or I'm bored, I go, "I'm a wild pig," and very few people know what it's from. But every now and again, I catch someone. I'm like, you're one of my ilk.
I think one of the best. Here's funny because if it's not Rocko's Modern Life, it's gonna be funny. But if it's not that one, I have for sure a Rocko's Modern Life episode that I really like. But there was an episode. It was like this cactus bar where they get the cactus juice and they like with the faucet and it goes and then they like opens it up for like the desert people and then people start getting drunk and crazy. And he creates this crazy like cactus bar.
That seems like it would be a Rocco's Modern Life thing. I don't remember that one.
It's an episode I've probably only seen it once, maybe twice in my childhood, but I remember it. Right.
I mean, that seems like it would be par for that course. The only other thing it might be is like real monsters or something.
Definitely not that, but it's
Ren and
definitely
Stimpy.
that era. Ren and Stimpy was always one where like I felt like I shouldn't be watching it.
We shouldn't have
I
been.
loved it.
We clearly should not have been. That was an adult program.
Oh yeah.
Going back, there was a couple episodes where it's like very, very lewd.
Oh yeah. Even just the butt stuff.
Yeah, the way they draw butts is very weird. But the one I'm thinking of, it was either Ren or Stimpy. One of them had like a 2x4 strapped on a la a strap on. And they were sawing it on the other one's butt. And like the wood shavings were flying everywhere. And I'm like,
yep.
No. I mean, hilarious, but not for a 5-year-old. What were they showing us? Very weird.
Yeah, we would have to watch it in secret because when my aunt would find out, it would be a whole thing. She's also the one that like didn't let us watch South Park and stuff either. So
it's really interesting that in my house, the things that were labeled as the worst were just cursing. So South Park was one of the ones that was a no-no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my aunt was anything like lewd, cursing, or anything like that. I remember being a wee youngin', we'd always get horror movies from this, like, not even Blockbuster. We get this one, it was called Pop and Go.
Oh.
And the characters on there were like anthropomorphic popcorn things, so they kind of look like nerds, like the little nerd things.
That's fun. That's very fun.
But the thing is, they had great like B movies, and we would go there because you can get more for less, obviously. And also, they had the Galaga game, the arcade one, the good one, and then and then Miss Pac-Man, the fast one.
Nice.
So my aunt would be like, "Let's go," because she fucking loved Miss Pac-Man, and then my cousin and my uncle loved the Galaga one, right? Mm-hmm. So we'd go watch a bunch of horror movies. It was great. We rented Pumpkinhead, like 2 or 3. Ooh. And there's great franchise. The thing is, though, is that, there's nudity, right? And I remember the first time we watched it, my aunt walks in exactly when there's like the nudity scene.
Of course.
It's the entire night she wasn't, but the time she did was then. We got bitched out because we were perverts, apparently. It was our first time watching this movie. We didn't know it was all this stuff. She takes out the movie, and then like it was a whole thing.
So speaking of the days of VHS, I would be willing to bet if you travel to my parents' home, where a lot of my VHS collection remains to this day, and you found a copy of White Men Can't Jump, I bet it's rewound not quite to the beginning, but somewhere in the middle. And I bet you're going to know why Rosie Perez is in the movie in short order. Just saying.
Oh, damn.
Pre-interweb. What a time to be alive.
You know what mine was at? Now that you bring up VHS, Jack Frost.
Jack Frost.
Not the kids movie, but the horror movie.
I don't know if I've seen it.
It's a killer snowman.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know. I don't think I've seen the horror.
Anyways, like the horror movie bombshell girl in there is like, it's Shannon Elizabeth.
Yep.
So like, and it's one of her first movies or something. So, Old Cup Grizz.
Fair. Very fair.
I would say that was probably the equivalent to that.
What is a quince? Yeah, absolutely.
We never
Absolutely.
watched the remake of Why Man Can't Jump either.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to. I totally forgot. I can't wait, hold on, I can't remember. Isn't it an Asian kid or something?
Is it?
I feel like the remake of oh no. No, we
Did-
gotta stop doing this. We gotta stop
did-
researching mid episode.
Did they take back like Karate Kid?
Maybe.
Instead of Wesley Snipes is an Asian dude.
Speaking of Karate Kid, the new one's actually pretty good.
The Jaden one, or
No, the newest one. One came out like this year.
oh really?
It's got Jackie Chan. It's got
I thought Jackie Chan was in the Jaden one. He's Mr. Miyagi, isn't he?
is he? I don't know. Anyway, this is definitely newer because Jaden Smith is not in it.
Hmm.
It's got the original Karate
Rocky
Kid.
Marciano, whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Whatever his name. Yes, that guy.
My cousin.
And then, yeah, and then the new like main character, the protagonist, is just some kid that is from China, winds up in New York because I don't know, some bizarre reason, and he fights in like the all New York borough versus borough tournament. But it's pretty good. It's a silly, fun movie. And it's short too, which is like if you're gonna do something like that where it's like it's not life changing and the story's not particularly impactful, make it short. Do an 80-minute movie. Not everything needs to be 3 hours.
Yeah, so like the 80 to 90-minute movie is perfect for like those little randoms.
And I feel like the industry has totally forgotten that that's a thing. Because sometimes you just want a shut your brain off nonsense like movie and you never think about it again. You just know you had a good time.
Very, very true.
Not everything needs to be Clockwork Orange.
Can you imagine them trying to do Clockwork Orange now?
Holy fuck, man! No,
Like
not
not only just because of like the whole like them singing in the rain scene and all that stuff. Not even just because of that.
Not about that.
Not even because of that, but like just how like, off it is and how random it is and how like you know what I mean.
What do you think Stanley Kubrick would have tried to get away with modern equipment?
Hard R.
Yeah. He's not Tarantino. I think
Tarantino is wild. Not only like that, even the fact that you put like the whole Selma Hayek scene and it's like yourself drinking liquor drinking tequila off of her toes. Like you know what I mean? Like that was intentional.
Yeah, for sure. The first time I saw that, because if memory serves, it doesn't become a horror movie till like midway.
Way later, yeah.
And then you're like, just vampires everywhere. It's out of nowhere. I was not prepared for that. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't ready for that.
The thing is, like, even the vampires ain't cool and everything, but just because of that, and then specifically like that scene and everything, I don't know. I guess because also when I was younger, so it made me uncomfortable. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time it switched, I was like, fuck this movie. Like I hated it.
Yeah.
Growing up, so I never liked it. And I watched it again later, and I'm like, I guess it's a little better than I thought. But I'm still like not a huge fan of the movie.
So I know you're doing an old reliable. Kerplunk here, our dear Rocco's Modern Life Mango. This is an A-. Very pleased to start.
Damn, that is nice.
Mm-hmm. So, sorry, go ahead.
Have you had Old Reliable?
I have only ever had the original Voodoo Ranger.
So when we do have a barilla episode, if you will, if we do have, when we do have that, we will have a 0.5 episode of just splitting Voodoo Rangers.
Voodoos. I love it. I'm fully on board. On board.
For being like a commercial brand.
Just on point.
I think it's probably the best.
Very nice.
Like in general, like not the Juice Force one or the Imperial, like the ones that I like.
Yeah.
But just as all the side ones, I think as a whole, its catalog is the best.
Who is the brewery? Is it New Belgium? Is that who is it? Yeah. I feel like you'll appreciate this because you generally have your little cooler vessel thing that keeps things cold for you. I'm often jealous of that because I don't want to walk to the fridge. I like to stay right here, be present with you, so I can see you drink your squirt, you fucking maniac.
Zero sugar squirt.
I today had the help of frozen edamame to keep number 2 cold.
That's beautiful. So while you do that, I'm gonna be unprepared and then go grab my shit from the freezer.
All right. Well, okay. Yeah, I will wait till you return. So and I give me a prompt. Give me something.
Given old Grizz being a traveling bear, how about you give us a tale of yore of when old Life Papa was stomping around the grounds of old Washington State.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that indeed. All right. Here is my recommendation for those going to the Pac Northwest. If you have a pupper and you enjoy the great outdoors, as many of us often do, go to Steilacoom Dog Park. It is an off-leash dog park. It is lovely. Often the weather is delightful. Often it's not, but it's lovely to see the pups run around. And one of my core memories from that is my pit bull Nintendo made a friend with a Chihuahua, and that Chihuahua humped the shit out of him, even though he was a fourth of his size.
That is not how I thought that was going to end.
I recommended my favorite dog park in your general neck of the woods. Yeah, Nintendo got violently assaulted by a Chihuahua.
Damn.
And my roommate at the time, he had a video of it, and he turned it into like a 3-second clip because it was just Nintendo. And he was a pit bull, but he had really big, almost corgi-esque ears that they would flop, but then they would point up, like full on like Yoda style. And so like the minute the little dog like latched onto his leg, it was just like pure shock and awe.
You know, one of the things here, being in Seattle and seeing all the dogs, the people like the antisocial people with their dogs, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
One, I miss Dolingus, but 2, kind of want a dog.
Get one. You live in such a phenomenal area for dogs. There's so many dog parks. And the one I was just telling the people about is off leash. And like, if I come out there, I'll show. It's not far from you, and it's huge. It's probably, I don't know, 15 acres.
Damn.
And it's separated like large and small dogs.
Wow.
So you go in there on leash, and then they're just free. And so what Lance and I would do is like we'd walk around, and Tendo and Lilo would just run around off leash, and they'd be like 20 feet from us, and then we'd be like, "Hey, we're leaving you," and they'd be like, "Oh, what?" And they'd scamper over, and they'd get close, and then they'd just do their thing. It's a great time.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I've been really like, because I'm like I like shepherds, and I've been seeing a lot of shepherds, like German shepherds, Australian shepherds.
There's a lot of shepherds. The seal would be fucking thrilled. She loves sheps.
Yeah, so I'm like, every time I see one, I'm like, because there's a guy that walks his dog, like, around the time that I'm walking to work, and so I probably see him 3 times out of the week. Last week I saw him 3 times. I've seen him twice this week, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna see him tomorrow. And it has this fucking beautiful Australian shepherd, and I'm like, God damn.
You should look up. I don't know if this guy still is doing it, but there was a breeder in Bellingham, which is not terribly far from you, that did King Shepherds. And they were fucking like giant German Shepherds, just fucking huge. They're super cool, and they're normally jet black. They don't have the sable coloring. They're just jet black German Shepherds, and they're huge. You should look it up. Just look.
I'll definitely get that. I thought you were gonna say there was that one
King Shepherds. Yeah,
I'll look that up for sure, because I thought you were gonna say there's that one breeder in, like, I think it's Florida, maybe Georgia. I'm pretty sure it's Florida though, but it's like
blue base.
Yeah. They kind of look doofy, but they look super cool though.
Seal really wants, and I do too. Like, it's not just her. Like, those are beautiful fucking dogs.
I saw one and I was like, the dude looks a little doofy.
Yeah,
but he looks so fucking cool.
Yeah, the blue bays are Florida. Yeah,
it's Florida. Yeah. So I thought you were gonna say that because I remember I got super obsessed for a little bit.
So let me tell you, because after that first giddy up, I'm excited. I now have another wheat, this time a little more to go off of and tell you. This is brewed with ninja-like precision. This Hawaii-inspired wheat bursts with bold, juicy pineapple and thirst-quenching fruity finish, equipped for anything you throw at it. This sneakily delicious ale will transport you directly to the tropics. Handcrafted by Bracebridge at Muskoka Brewery. This is Pineapple Ninja Wheat Ale.
I love it. I love the Fruit Ninjas pineapple slice. You know, one thing I was thinking when I was walking back by getting my beers was, I like how this episode kind of just turned into a movie episode because we're just talking about movies. And I was like, you know what? It's a good color especially for a wheat. I was like, you know what? The funny thing is that you and I, as a Bears, we have similar tastes in a lot of things.
We sure do.
I think I like somebody a little more than you do. And I'm not even the biggest fan of the person, but it's nostalgic and I like it. But, like, we recently watched Happy Gilmore 2 because it just came out and it's been pretty great. You know, it was funny.
Wait, what 2? Oh, Happy Gilmore. Sorry. Yeah.
It was such a good movie. It was one I kind of did want to talk about last episode because, like, it was a great movie because it was self-aware.
That really helps. Comedies that are self-aware, because it makes any joke that normally wouldn't land effective, right?
It makes it very effective, yeah. And so, like, the biggest thing, it's like, that was great. All the callbacks were great. The fact that they modernized it was kind of like here and there, but the biggest thing though is, like, even though some of the parts, like, where it got modernized was like a little like but the fact that it was self-aware, it really, like, made them more palatable. So it was great. But the best thing about the movie.
Go, please.
No, go.
How did you feel about the drives that hit the other balls and exploded them into, like, vapor?
It's funny. It was because, again, like, you have to go in the back that, like, it's slapstick, right? So, like, it's there. I was just trying to think of the word. So, like, it's funny. Like, the scene where, what's the one dude from frickin', is it Andre? That, or, like, when they were, like, the trio and he was, like, trying to get his groove back after everything. When it was, like, the three randoms, and then when he starts drinking again mid thing, he's like, "Oh, yeah. Hilarious." But the best thing though is that you get a glimpse of the past, and the best part is Chubbs.
Oh, I didn't see this. I didn't know this was a segue. Well done. That caught me very off guard.
This Chubbs and the one-eyed crocodile, the one-eyed gator,
like
Chubbs and the one-eyed gator.
Well done.
This here is from. Can you tell by the artwork who this is from?
Is this Is this Oh, is this Martin House?
It's Martin House.
Yeah, of course it is.
This Martin House right here. It is a hazy IPA, 10%, made by Texans for Texans. Look at this. Look at this little like best friends
That's so
coffee
elegant.
mug. It's
I
so
love
good. It's this meme's beautiful. Look at that. His broken hand. It's beautiful. This right here is gold jacket, green jacket.
That's really good. Here I thought you were just really waxing poetic about the movie. I did not think that was a setup. That caught me totally off guard. Well done. Well done, sir.
I bought this. I mean, obviously it's in Texas. I bought it when I was still in Texas.
Yeah.
So I've been holding on to this for so long.
Just waiting for the chance.
Look at this bad boy. Oh my god, this is color.
Oh. Yeah, that looks quite delicious. I like the vessel. That's fun. How many times do you get to fill that out of a tall boy?
We'll find out because I did it like 3 times with this little guy right here.
Oh.
So we'll see on this one. Ooh.
How did you like the actual inclusion of golfers like Deschambault and?
It was actually really good. I totally didn't expect it.
Neither
You
did I.
know what I mean? What's funny is that there's just, I mean, it's probably smart, right? Because like, Happy Gilmore is an iconic movie. Even I know plenty of people that don't like Adam Sandler, but like Happy Gilmore.
Yep.
So to make a Happy Gilmore to what, like 2 decades later,
Yes.
is like, I really didn't want to watch the movie because like you're gonna fuck up one of my favorite movies from my kid. It's like making child Billy Madison too. I don't want to see that shit. You know what I mean?
Can you imagine if they're like medium Nicky?
Little Nicky's also, I think Billy Madison, Little Nicky, and Happy Gilmore are probably top 3.
Smaller aged daddy.
They can just call it Bigger Daddy, and it's like he's gonna be a grandfather because Frankenstein has kids.
Oh yeah, or yeah, big grandpa.
Yeah, Big Grandpa or Bigger Daddy, both work.
Big pappy. Big pappy.
But like, so I was really worried about watching Happy Gilmore too. I was like, I don't see how you can do it. So like, the fact that there was so much callbacks, I think is like the route they had to go. I don't see any other way of like paying homage to the movie of, you know, than that, especially adding like all the modern stuff. But the fact that they added like all these people, like actual golfers, the one prank dude, fucking Eminem, like
that was great, and I was not ready for that.
Yeah,
that was so out of nowhere.
And then there was like, because he did do like, it was like, wasn't like, it was a lose yourself freaking like little. It was good.
Yeah. You know, I'm really curious to know if he wrote, because he either totally wrote it or co-wrote it. I would be curious to know if he did that before or after his stand-up comedy tour.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he did that because he even did a comedy special like on Netflix too, right? I haven't watched it though, but like,
because I feel like with comics, if you're doing a tour or like, you know, constantly writing and like working on your material, it would be like working out, right? You're just like
true
flexing a comedy muscle effectively. So if you come off a tour and then you write your movie, you probably have a better sense of timing and what hits and
true
when to call back and when to do something fresh, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's very true. Because I forget that he used to do like stand-up stuff here and there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forget about that because like he's been a movie guy for how long now?
I mean, a long time. Which it's interesting how many people go that route versus some people just want to do stand up forever.
Yeah, and what's crazy to me is that you have somebody that like was a great and then just washed out.
Mm.
Because you think of like so like Adam Sandler did stand up stuff. I don't really know any of it, to be honest, so I don't know if it's very forgettable. But I get, to me it is, because I don't really know any of
Yeah,
it. But I know
no,
his movies.
his stand up is mid.
So then you have all the movies, right? And granted, there's been some duds or whatever, but like overall, he has some iconic movies.
Mm-hmm.
And even like in the later years, there are some really good ones, or like good ones, decent ones.
Yeah.
But then when you put something like, when I see that, and I would say like Adam Sandler's never been the greatest, but like he's always been like good,
Mm-hmm.
overall, like
top 50.
Yeah, like
certified top 50.
If somebody said Adam Sandler was his favorite comedian, I'd be like, that's a little weird. But like if one of somebody's favorite movie was an Adam Sandler movie, I'd be like, I can understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like there's certain things like I hold in high regard.
Yeah.
But then I think of like Eddie Murphy, who was one of the greatest.
Yes.
Delirious, phenomenal. But Eddie Murphy Raw, like
Raw's still to this day.
Absolutely love Raw, right? Hilarious as fuck. I'm trying to get the tiger to watch it next time we're together. Because of so like phenomenal. Comes out the gate, has like what, Beverly Hills Cop, all those movies like Nutty Professor and stuff, and then like goes into the next realms of what, like Dr. Dolittle.
Yep.
And then the stuff after that, like Norbit, which some people love Norbit. I'm kind of about it. Some parts are funny, but like but then you think of like a lot of the ones after that, and then he leaves and he goes on hiatus, and then he kind of comes back and like there just fails.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's crazy that somebody that was up here just goes like, you know what I mean? Just so low.
Yeah, that is interesting. But then again, I don't know. There's something about that whole industry where people that are capable of really high highs I think they're just chasing paychecks. Because for me, the prime example of this is Nick Cage, who I hated until I was probably 30. And then I saw like Pig, and I was like, holy shit, is he a genius? And then I kind of rewatched a lot of the other stuff through that lens, and I'm like, oh damn, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is actually really good.
I actually, yeah, Fear and Loathing, I thought was a great movie.
And like The Wicker Man, and so like,
yeah,
Nick Cage has done some insanely good stuff, but he's also done pure and utter dog shit.
True. But I've always seen him as kind of unhinged.
As a what?
I've always seen him as like kind of unhinged. Like I was
unhinged.
as like a weird guy. So like
That's
the fact
true.
that he does like great and crazy, like, you know what I mean? And like things, they're never like milk toast or middle of the road. It's always like,
yeah, he does swing for the fences. I'll give him that.
Yeah. So like to me, like, so like it makes sense that there are misses and there are hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. I never really considered that.
Yeah, I've always liked him.
There are no. Damn, that's a good point. He is not in a single script where you're like, I can imagine someone else doing that. Everything he's in, that's a fucking Nick Cage movie, and you know it right away.
Yeah, and it's because you even think of like the good movies, they're always kind of out there too.
Yes.
And even if the movie itself and like the plot isn't, his character is.
Okay. Hold on. Sorry, I'm really curious because I don't think we've ever delved into this. Give me your Mount Rushmore of stand-up comics.
Ooh. Damn. All time or like modern or like
all time. All time.
This is actually kind of hard.
And go full body of work. So if it's someone where like they fell off at the end, like for example, for me, and I understand if this isn't for everyone, but for me, George Carlin is on mine. But he did fall off at the end.
Yeah, but George Carlin, damn. So I was gonna put Carlin on some of mine because like some of the more like
Anything he did from like 70 to like 99 is fucking
I was gonna
gold.
say late 90s. Yeah,
And
for me.
actually probably aged as well as humanly possible.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly some of his anti-government and
Oh yeah.
anti-American takes.
Well,
Those
that's
aged
where.
real well.
Well, his thing too wasn't even necessarily anti-American. It would always boil back to the government, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So like that biggest thing, like the anti-government, anti-censorship stuff. But like, I was gonna put Carlin as one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
I have another for sure. Do you want to hear it as a hint?
Go.
See if we agree 2 for 2. Chappelle is for sure on mine.
Yeah, Chappelle was number one for mine. Like, as in, like, for sure that's gonna be one. Like,
there are so many things from like the Fillmore one, like to this day, fucking 20 years later, was give me some of that grape drink. I think about that nonstop.
he's like, go home, baby. I got kids to feed.
Or the homeless guy terrorizing people on the bus. Just
And then oh shit, dude, there's so much.
and magnify that with the cultural impact of Chappelle's show on my like school years. Because there would be days where a new episode came out and it was like, like me and half the school, like, which half of the school, we'd be like, what? Okay.
I was gonna say he single-handedly brought Rick James back to freaking like relevancy.
The Rick James thing, the Little John
Prince,
thing, the
blouses game,
blouses, computer blue, darling Pinky.
Yeah,
we would do that when we were playing, like when we were doing pickup games, like we'd check the ball and I'd be like, darling Pinky.
and then he made us pancakes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just that frick. I mean, even just the meme, the modern problems, modern solutions, that's Chappelle. That meme comes from Chappelle. Like, you have that, the freaking the was it the race Olympics?
Oh,
dude, remember
Tiger Woods?
Yeah, right. What was it? Goodbye fried rice, hello fried chicken. Like,
it was all so good, and the fact that he left in the middle of like the height of his powers, because that was like a, his personal, like, no, this is getting weird and it's not funny.
Yeah.
Like that to me is like the peak,
the integrity in it. Yeah, insane.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he would go with a PA speaker like at parks and just like fucking do stand up here and there, and then kind of just.
From what I understand, his club in Ohio is just like a renovated firehouse. He's just
like, it's chill,
working shit out for random people in the middle of Ohio. It's awesome.
An interesting fucking dude. And he's an honorary Kuya. So, so, like, Chappelle's definitely number one. I don't care what anybody fucking says. He's number one. Even at that, outside of his stand-ups, Killing Him Softly, fucking dude.
Yep.
Great. Yep. Also, one of my all-time favorite movies that was like the most quoted in middle school for me was fucking Half Baked. Half Baked.
Yep.
Just I'm someone's bitch. I'm someone's bitch.
What is who's the like derpy white guy from that movie? What is that dude's name?
Brian Regan or
no? Is that Brian Regan? No.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, that's not Brian Regan.
That's Brian Regan.
No.
I learned Brian. No, wait, no. Yeah, no.
No,
not Brian Regan. His other dude's name. Hold no. Jim Brewer.
Jim Brewer.
There you go. Jim Brewer.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right. So we're in agreement. We're 2 for 2. We've got 2 left.
Yeah. I would. Ooh, fuck.
I have one that I go back and forth on. So I'm not that confident about this one. But I will say at peak, has made me laugh as hard as anyone else. And that is Sir Jim Gaffigan.
Oh, so it's true. Like,
Because it's very clean
Jim
and sometimes
Gaffigan's
boring.
Jim Gaffigan's one where, as the years gone on, I like him less and less.
Same.
But he has like one or two stand-ups that I fucking love. Is it Beyond the Pale? Right?
Yes.
Or like,
yep.
I fucking love that stand-up. It's so fucking funny.
Oh, hold on. I thought of another one. And I can immediately toss him out. I thought of my third. Bill Burr.
Bill Burr. So Bill Burr's another one where he has a couple that are fucking like crazy slam dunks, and other ones I'm like kind of about. I do like Bill Burr, but he's very like one note.
That's fair. That's true.
So like I like Bill Burr, but when somebody's like I don't like him because the teachers make, I get it.
Yeah.
But what's the stand up with the Rihanna bit? The one where he's wearing like the button up. Like it's kind of like probably a decade ago at this point.
What's the button up?
It's the whole one where it's like the whole like the View says like they come down to things like you should never hit a woman, and then it's a whole and he's like the one who's like there's gonna be a guy that's like beating his wife. And he's like it's kind of fucking rust because like the can opener thing. That one like that stand up one's fucking perfect, top tier Hall of Fame stand up specials. His early stuff when he was doing like the 30-minute specials when it was like him being him and then dating the black girl and like learning what lotion was. He's like, white people don't get ashy, and then he like scratched it, you know what I mean? Like all that good stuff was great, you know. Yep. I would put him up there as one of like the modern greats for sure.
All right, I'm no longer sold. You've talked me out of my own pick. So I only have two that I'm super confident about so far. I need two more.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like the ones that rely heavily on cultural awareness, like Joe Coy or Gabriel Iglesias?
So like,
okay, I got my third, and it's a slam dunk.
Talk
about those two.
I have one that I'm not super sure on because he's super like he's now, but I fucking love. But Gabriel Iglesias' first stuff I really, really liked. As time has gone on, I've kind of liked it a little less, but he's still funny. Because like everything's kind of built on the same thing. So as it's gone on, I'm kind of like about it. But I remember when he was first coming out, like before the fluffy stuff like was like cemented, all the stuff before that like is fucking hilarious.
Agreed.
After like the fluffy bit was established and it kind of went on and on and on, I'm like, I liked them less, or like maybe I don't. I just fell off of them. Like it was kind of like it just wasn't interesting to me anymore. So that's where I'm like, but like I like Joe Coy a lot. Like even now, I think I've watched clips of his stuff and like just with like the Filipino mom and like all like fucking Joseph. Like it's fucking hilarious.
Joseph. Yeah,
I don't know if I put Joe Coy as like one of the greatest.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
he's not.
Yeah,
I thought of number 3, and I feel like you're going to agree.
I'm curious now.
I have a confirmed number 3. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Tom Segura, and I will die on this hill.
Ooh, Tom Segura. There is not
a single special that's not gold.
Fuck.
His show's funny. His interviews are funny.
It's true.
He's there. And the fact that he can do it in English and Spanish is a bonus point. Because he's funny in Spanish, too.
I always liked... I think it's disgraceful where he's talking about where like, he's checking into the hotel. And the guy's like, it was like Japanese? He's like, no. And he's like, oh, I thought you were Japanese. He's like, sounds Japanese. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, Segura. He's like, well, you say it in a fucking Japanese accent. Anything sounds Japanese. Like,
Hernandez.
Yeah. So like it just sounds like a Ben Stiller character to be honest. Damn. Segura's up. Ooh.
Sidebar. A-, double A- so far.
You were fucking knocking it out of the park.
I'm thirsty.
All right, so like, I'm trying to think.
Wait, are you done? Can I crack my third? You're a trooper. You're a good man. You're a good pal.
You gonna introduce it first, or you gonna crack it first?
I'll wait for you.
We're gonna crack them together, then introduce them.
Tandem crack, introduce, and then finish this debate.
All right.
And I'm willing to hear arguments if you don't like any of my picks so far.
Segura's contentious, but I do like Segura a lot. I'm on the fence. I'm more. I'll go. Ready? A 1, a 2, a squiddly diddly do. I don't know what's been up today. Maybe we've just been hankering from, but the cracks have been fucking on point. God damn.
They have been 100%.
All right, so I don't know if I put Segura on my Mount Rushmore. I think the one I'm thinking that's more modern, that I can understand people that don't like him, but for me, he's up there. I think he's probably my Segura. So I think our Mount Rushmore will differ, and these will be the switched.
Okay.
I understand your Segura because I really fucking like him. And was it your mom's house, or what's the podcast? Fucking hilarious, like
yeah,
fucking phenomenal. Even his shit with Bert Kreischer.
Should we dock him for having the bears thing? Because isn't there's 2 bears, 1 cave?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, he's not allowed anymore. Sorry, Segura. Yeah. You're not allowed anymore. All right, give me yours.
But my Segura that I would totally accept, and people are like, I don't know, but I fucking love him, is fucking Andrew Schultz. I fucking love Schultz.
He is very funny.
But again, I get for people,
he's not on mine for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like I could be like, where I'm not sure he's there, but he's like, if I think of anybody modern, he's up there. He's probably my favorite modern comic. So like, I don't know if I'd put him on my Mount Rushmore, but he's a contender for me personally. But like, he's one where like, I'm like, okay, I would say he's probably my Segura.
That's fair. I think we should remove both of them and start from scratch.
Yeah, because I don't think they belong in like the Hall of Fames.
Yeah, no, they're not Carlin, they're not Chappelle.
Yeah,
they don't belong in that conversation.
So how about this? What do you feel about Eddie Murphy? Because Eddie Murphy has like now, when you think full body of work, though, that's where it is. If you just think stand up, he's up there. Yeah, for sure.
That's all we're talking about.
But full body of work, I'm like, dude, he has a fuck ton of misses when it comes to movies.
No, we're talking about just full body of stand-up work. So I'm willing to entertain, because
name something better than Delirious and Raw. Like you know what I mean? Like, if we're going just stand-up, I think Eddie Murphy's one of them.
Yeah, I'm.
I'll say he's wild card. Eddie Murphy's wild card. If we can't think of 2 more to go there, he's wild card.
Yes, I'm
because are we just going stand up? Because I was factoring just stand up. Okay, because originally I was factoring movies here, so just stand up. Yeah. So Eddie Murphy goes way up the ranks, and if it's just stand up, because again, man, Delirious and Raw, some of the greatest, absolutely some of the greatest.
Oh no. Okay, I cheated a little bit. I was just looking up like a top 100 from Google just to jog my memory. And there's a couple that are like flying to the top for me that are contenders.
Ooh, there's one.
But before we get there, let me show you this little ad.
Oh my god, that's a beautiful fucking color.
So I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm feeling a little down, a little weak, a little
A little
Like
extra
I could use a
chromosome.
little more motivation, a little something
Ooh.
to put pep in my step. And I often think, do I want spinach? No. No, I don't
No.
want spinach.
Tell me
I
now.
want hops. And that's
Okay.
why we went with Hopeye.
Oh my
Hopeye
fucking
Hazy
god.
IPA.
I fucking love. This is the most. Oh my god. I've never been so jealous of a fucking can in my life.
He's just ready to go.
This is an episode 20. Do we have a hop? Oh my god. So we have Chubbs and the crocodile and then a
Chubbs and
Popeye.
Hopeye.
That is fucking beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Any other thing would have been. That probably would have been the top. But here's the thing. Staying on the movie train. Staying on Texas. I have a store called Drink Fresh. The beautiful Turning Point beer. Cannon, Bedford, Texas. Another heavy hitter from the old Texas scene. This is a first for our actual podcast episodes. But this isn't a first for the unrecorded 2B2Bs. This is the first S-Class that held the right, that held the top seat until Mahi Did It came out. This is who, if we were factoring in movies, would have been a top contender for me, but not a stand-up guy. But movies, as in one of the greatest comedy movie things ever. Not everybody's cup of tea. My aunt hates him, but I love a lot of his movies. This is one of the greatest movies of all time. This is News Team Assemble.
There it is. Anchorman Away. Oh, it's so good.
News Team Assemble.
I'm so glad that made the trip with you.
I love Lamb.
Man, like if you're talking like movies, Will Ferrell is one of my favorites.
Oh,
I
1000%.
really like Will Ferrell movies.
Real quick, before we go down the Will Ferrell route, this is a hazy quadruple IPA with Nelson Sauvin, El Dorado, Big Secret, Simcoe, Idaho 7, and then the cherries on top, my two favorites, Citra and Mosaic.
5 big booms.
Boom! Boom! Boom!
I hope that was 5.
I think you did it at one for. We did a one for zest.
One for zest. One for cat.
This is a 12.4 quadruple hazy.
Okay.
News Team Assemble.
So full disclosure, because I had a 4.7, a 4.8, and then Hopeye is a 6.8.
Look at this.
So you're a madman. Oh, that looks great.
This was the first S-Class beer to ever grace our bare lips.
I remember the joy.
Let's see.
I remember the joy. Okay. All right. So
Damn. What's an S-Class?
So back to the Mount Rushmore, because I think I found my definite third.
Your definite third?
Yeah.
Hit me. Because I don't think, as much as I like Segura, as much as I like Tom Schultz, I don't think they belong on there.
I'm with you. I agree. Little more work to do. Give them a few years, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, no. Louis C.K.
Fuck, yeah, definitely. Yep. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1000%.
There's... All right. Much like Chappelle, there are a few bits that are just permanently running through my head. I think my favorite of which is an early one where he's talking about like stereotypes that are like inoffensive. He's like, Puerto Ricans are made of candy.
I think, yeah. That's a good one. That one, or just when his whole daughter thing is just the wise, and it's a deconstructing thing. Cause like, that which isn't cannot be. Like, it's so fucking good. Like Louis C.K. definitely, in my opinion, deserves to be on that
I'm also
Mount
not
Rushmore.
100% sure how he has gotten away for so long with dropping N-bombs. It baffles me to this day.
I think he's, because he's a legend.
Yeah, but
I mean,
the
what
one
was
where
this? Carlin's like 7 naughty words. Right? What was the 7 right?
that wasn't one of them. I'm positive about
No,
it.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, hold on. I'll investigate.
I'm talking. I know Carlin for sure. Hard R stuck the landing fucking like fireworks land
All right, hold on.
launched
Let's
when
look
he
up
landed too.
George Carlin's 7 words. Okay, here we go. And we will now get the, no, it was not. And luckily I can say all these. I'll get us canceled. We're fine. Your George Carlin, 7 words you can never say on television are shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
Hold on, mine. George Carlin definitely has a fucking hard R bit, doesn't he? I'm 1000%.
Not that I'm aware of, but I'm not doubting you.
No, wait, George. Yeah, George Carlin. He had a fucking. Didn't he have a thing where he called Richard Pryor?
You have enough melanin to get away with this. I'm backing off, and I will let you do whatever you want to do here.
No, George Carlin had a bit, or he had a thing where he called Richard Pryor and I think Eddie Murphy fucking hard R, like straight up. And he's like,
know that.
And he's like, and it doesn't fucking matter because you know what? They're my friends and I fucking love them. And you know the intention behind that I'm making the thing. Words that have meaning are all about intention when you're a piece of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, intention's the whole thing, which is very Carlin.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I'm pretty, like, I'm 1000% no, like, he had a bit where he called, I'm pretty sure it's Eddie Murphy, but for sure Richard Pryor. I'm pretty sure Richard Pryor to Eddie Murphy, where he's like hard R.
Speaking of, how do you feel about Pryor?
Pryor's one where I feel like he's too old for me to appreciate.
Same.
You know what I mean? Because, like, when people talk about him and everything, and even the ones they talk about, and I watch with my dad and stuff, and I'm like, I don't see it, but my dad's fucking dying. You know what I mean?
Because that's the same era where you're like, I ate lunch with someone that's not my race. And it's like a wild, like, outlandish thought. And so we're too far ahead of that. What was edgy then is just so commonplace now. It doesn't land anyway.
And the thing is, like, and maybe this is just a me thing, but when stuff's like lewd to a sense where it's like becomes a meme of itself, I'm always like about. I don't like. And so Richard Pryor was kind of like that to me too. So, but when I see somebody older and they mention Richard Pryor, like, I get it, right? I imagine I equate Pryor as like the 70s Chappelle.
Agreed. That's
you know what I mean?
Thinking.
Like, because I can see somebody now saying they don't like Chappelle because of whatever, and the climate of shit now, right? Like, where they don't like Chappelle, whatever.
100%.
I get it, but I'm like, I would put Pryor as that Dave Chappelle. Yep. So for me, is that,
I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
So if Louis C.K. is the third, I have my fourth for sure, and I'm totally fine with you not having him as your fourth. But he's my fourth, and he's not gonna be not my fourth.
Okay, let me hear it.
Ralphie May. I love Ralphie. I don't give a fuck. I love Ralphie May.
So, I think my favorite thing about Ralphie May, because he was on that American Idol version of stand-up, right? What was that show called? Last Comic Standing or something? Yeah. And didn't he lose to some guy that basically had one set?
Yeah.
And it was all he had?
Yeah.
And then Ralphie May was like, well, I write jokes. Like, I'm going to remain funny after this when that guy said it. What
But
was that guy's name?
Ralphie May was so fucking great, though. Man, goddamn. Ralphie May, to me, he's my fourth for sure. He was always going to be in my personal Mount Rushmore. Like, ostentatious, all the stuff. Like, the way he talked about the Scooby Doo lunchboxes with the Down syndrome kids. Like,
I okay. I can see why that's on yours. I now help me out because I'm down to 3 because I've been looking through this list and I have 3 that are in contention for my final spot. One requires some mental gymnastics because dead, and it requires you to feel like what would he have done had he not been
Mitch
dead?
Hedberg.
Yep.
I love Mitch Hedberg. Fucking, I love it's like you have a lot of cranial accessories. I don't know. And then say, I know y'all smart because I was at whatever other city and just, you have a lot of shit on your head. Or his thing in that 70s show, too. Like,
Yeah, but the one stand up where it was like when Comedy Central was still relevant,
yeah.
and he's clearly just absolutely drunk and possibly high,
Yeah.
and he's just doing the one liners and he's just like zoning out. He's like sitting on the step and he's like, "Damn, y'all are a great crowd. not everyone likes this."
I
So
think Mitch
he's
Hedberg
one of
is,
them.
yeah, Mitch Hedberg is phenomenal. I love Mitch Hedberg stuff.
But at the same time, not a huge body of work. So like if we're talking about peaks, maybe he's there. But okay, I'm gonna self eliminate him. So my next one has not aged well,
Ooh.
but also kind of shaped my childhood in a way where it's hard for me. And I've also met him, which
Oh.
makes this extra hard because I recognize not a good human being. So I feel like
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to eliminate him based on that. But if we're isolating purely the comedy, Cosby was pretty fucking funny, man.
Dude, okay, hold on. Here's one of, I didn't bring it up, but and it's kind of like PC, which is funny because of like who he was. We knew later, but Cosby's stand-up special was like himself, and I, or some shit like that. One of the fucking greatest, especially like cleaner comedy specials.
Mm-hmm.
I I remember like my aunt had it on VHS, and for fucking years, I'm talking about we would watch it kind of regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me, my aunt, my uncle, my dad, my other uncle, like my cousins, my brother, like we'd all watch it, and it's fucking like everybody would die fucking laughing
It's like
every single time.
it's the entertainment equivalent of comfort food, right?
Yeah, because like, cause you think of like, so you think again, the stand up, it's a brown case, the brown box, and he's like, and it's like, I think it's like himself and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the dentist joke, it's the fucking the whole like when he's drilling and it's just like fire, like the whole fire thing. But the whole like for me and my brother, for all I think we thought our name was Damn It and Jesus Christ,
Mm-hmm.
right?
But
Like it's just all of that shit. Like and even just the things in general. Like when I think of stuff and how it was like your parents are fucking terrible, but when they have grandkids, they're fucking all nice and shit. And you're like, that wasn't the fuck who you were. You know what I mean? I think of that because the funny thing is like when I think of like my parents and then I think of like the Cubs and stuff, I'm like,
mm-hmm.
y'all weren't fucking like, so like, I genuinely
Mm-hmm.
remember those bits and like they pop in my head,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still to this day one of my all-time favorite comedy specials.
Yeah. And uh, so how much backstory do I want to give here? We'll go minimal. So one of the first hotels I worked at, he was a guest there because he was performing in our neck of the woods. And so he was one of our first like VIP guests when I was there. A couple of things. He tipped everyone very well. So right away, like if you tip our bellman, I like you. Like
Yeah.
you're he was cordial with everyone. He didn't have a weird rider. Like his rider was just like, can I have a couple of bottles of water? Like it wasn't because some people like, dude. All right,
I want green M&Ms
you, you,
only.
you ready for the weirdest one?
Hit.
The weirdest writer was Joan Jett. Hers was like 7 pages long, and it was just insane stuff. And I was like,
Dude,
why do you want any of this? You're here for a day and a half.
she wanted your best shot. God damn it.
Yeah. Anyway, so, but he was very pleasant in my personal interaction with him, so that makes it hard because I'm like, oh man, obviously, like the other stuff is objectively a terrible person.
Okay. Take all that other stuff aside. Just of what body of work and what we know, right?
Yeah.
Separate the art from the artist.
So that's the other thing, because we're also talking just stand up. Because if we were including full body of work and we're talking about the Cosby Show too, I'd be hard pressed.
Dude, didn't fucking Theo just died, right? Too.
Theo did just die, which is terrible. Because Malcolm Jamal, who's fucking great actor and so charming.
Yeah,
such a charming guy.
Sidebar, fucking what this last month, fucking to what Theo, Hulk Hogan, and Ozzy.
Yeah,
it was rough.
Wild month.
It takes out it covers all the subgenres of everything.
Yeah. Oh man, it's funny because when Hulk died, that made me think, man, if Stone Cold or Shawn dies, I'm gonna be sad when Shawn Michaels dies.
Yeah, Heartbreak Kid. That's fair. I think I'll be more sad when Stone Cold dies.
And I understand Rattlesnake, Texas.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Also,
I remember seeing him shopping
with his fucking
too.
ducks, like hopping in his
or his cat, his fucking cat Poncho.
Yeah,
he's a fucking cat dad now. Like, dude, I fucking love cats, and I love Hulk. I mean, I love Stone Cold. And the thing is, so like, my mom worked at HEB, right? She was in the meat. She worked in like meat department at HEB. A lot of my life as a kid. So like most of the stuff I learned, like when I like went into butchery and stuff, like when I like started getting into that, was because of my mom. Funny enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at her store where she worked at, and I would go visit her, or my dad would drop me up over there and stuff. Stone Cold Steve Austin would shop there.
Really?
So like, I remember seeing Stone Cold Steve Austin with a fucking HEB basket in his hand, looking in fucking like the cans of fucking food, getting stuff, and then I remember seeing him down the aisle, and me being a fucking huge Stone Cold Steve Austin fan in elementary school, and being like, and he'd look at me, I hand to God, 1,000%. I remember like looking at him, and he looked at me and he went, and fucking, I was like, fucking made my fucking year.
I'm sure.
Like Stone Cold Steve Austin, like,
okay, help me out. So you know how like every pay-per-view they'd toss him like a beer or 12 and he'd do the
he's hooking.
What beer was it? Was it Coors Light?
I thought it was Coors Light because it's a silver can, so I thought it was Coors.
Okay.
I've assumed it was Coors. Also, our boy came out with IPAs.
Stone Cold?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's only here in Texas, but yeah, he has the Broken Ranch or whatever, Broken Skull Ranch. He has a Broken Skull Ranch IPA. It's kind of expensive.
Is he Ranch Water? Is that him?
He's. I don't think. Oh, I don't know for sure. I don't think he's Ranch Water because Ranch Water. So Ranch Water. I don't think it's just a Texas thing. I think it's like a
Has
Southwest
that spread
thing.
out now? Okay.
I think it's a Southwest thing. I'm assuming it is, but I grew up with a lot of like, or I say grew up, but like teens, 20s. Ranch Water. What Ranch Water is? It's tequila, limes, fruit, whatever, mixed with Topo Chico. So I assume it's a Southwest thing, but we had it here forever, right? But I'm assuming it's a Southwest, like Texas to California. That's what I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But Ranch Water is usually a vodka infused sparkling water with like additives, which is what that is. Here would be like a white tequila, Topo Chico, lime, and then whatever else shit you want to add to it, right? But the baseline is those three. But he has a Broken Skull Ranch, and then he came out with an IPA and then a hazy. And so, like, that's his kind of like his Stone Cold Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA. And so, like, we have them here everywhere, like, or I say everywhere, but like Whole Foods and things like that, they're there. And you can get them in like craft stores, and it's a craft beer. It's a 4-pack.
Okay.
But yeah, but here, in Texas, you can. I say here. I'm not even in Texas right now, but in Texas, you can get those, and they're not bad. They're good.
So, sidebar. At some point, I would be very curious to know when, and I'm not sure it'll ever happen. I would be curious to know when Seattle starts to feel like home. I feel like it's probably never, because I feel like you're just like Texas. Like I feel like it's genetically in you.
I think so.
But if it
like,
ever happens, I'd be curious to know.
yeah, I'll
Because again,
definitely.
it's my favorite place I've ever lived.
I will say I haven't experienced Washington outside of like traveling. Right, like I have stayed in Tacoma for like stints, no, days, not long term. So I don't know, but I like Tacoma.
That's where
Right,
I was.
and so it's funny enough when people found out that I was coming and have to stay in Washington for like a couple years. They're like, I could see you in Tacoma. I'm like, I like Tacoma, so
Mm-hmm.
it kind of matches.
Yeah,
As far as cities go, I do like Seattle.
like if you're going to be in a major city, it's up there. It's for sure up
I
there.
like Seattle because again, you have all the problems it has. It's across every single major city, so
Yeah,
like it's whatever. But like as far as just kind of everything, I like Seattle way more than like LA. I like Seattle way more than like Philly,
sure.
DC.
Yep.
Most of the things. I think the only other major city where like I like probably more because it's probably kind of more what I'm used to. I guess Miami. But even at that, like there's a lot of stuff I don't like about Miami, so Seattle might beat it a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I
The
don't know.
one thing that I really enjoyed about it was you have all of the food and drink influence of a global culture, but you have the blue collar American vibe because you still have a lot of people that are like fish market. You still have a
Yeah,
lot of people that are like woodworkers. You have a lot of people, and then you also have that weird tech wealth where there's like kind of like
yeah.
edgy new age
It
people too.
it
It's
is
a
weird.
fun blend, and
Yeah.
then you have the Kurt Cobain hangover still.
Mm. That's the perfect thing to put it because you do have that. You do have like blue collar aesthetic, blue collar kind of vibes. You do have like the tech brush that's huge here now, especially like in the SLU area.
Mm-hmm.
But then like you do have like I mean it's what this is the birthplace of grunge, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or like at least the hub.
Mm-hmm.
So you do have like the whole counterculture,
Yes.
whatever thing. It's different than grunge in the '90s now, like right, like it kind of counterculture of the day kind of took it on. So like I do like it. I do like how I guess like how like and they're not boroughs, but like I'll say boroughs, but like basically the neighborhoods within Seattle are so starkly different.
They are
Like
very different.
Cap Hill vibe to like SLU to Queen Anne, like they're all different.
Yes.
And I do like that because it takes 20 minutes to get through all of them. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
And so like I do enjoy that because currently, which is funny, like actually like out of the 3 times that I was here in the last few months, 2 of the times I was in Cap Hill. The other time I was like right in the middle of Cap Hill and SLU. So like, but yeah, it's I've enjoyed it and I've enjoyed most of the people here.
Good. Okay.
There's some weirdos, but overall I do like it.
All right.
Like, yeah,
Before I present to you my final nominees for my Mount Rushmore, since Ralphie May finished yours out,
yeah.
I want to get to the thing at the start of the episode that I wanted to talk about that I completely forgot about until now. Whenever we do the gorilla episode, I want to go to a Tacoma minor league baseball game and I want to do the 9 for 9 thing. I want to have 9 beers, 9 hot dogs in the 9 innings. I think
Just
we would have a blast. I think that would
so
be super fun.
just yeah, so just a beer and a dog in an inning, we can definitely. That's easy. That's
Because
light work.
I was just watching a guy do it on TikTok, and like by the 7th inning, And I was thinking, man, if I don't eat breakfast,
You're a bitch. What are you talking? Like,
it's
$9.
not hard.
Yeah, we can do 9.
Especially because at a baseball stadium, what is the beer? It's probably a Coors Light or a Bud Light, or it's
Easy.
it's nothing crazy.
Yeah, and so you think of that like, wait, because you have we talked about like the when we did the corn dog contest? Have we talked about it on the podcast?
I don't
if we
know.
have.
I don't think so.
Yeah, $9 is fucking easy
It's
work.
nothing.
It's nothing.
What did you do? 25?
Nah, did I do 25? I thought I got closer to 30.
Maybe you did 30.
Yeah,
I
know
I do 25?
You got. I think you got into 20s. And I think I got into the 30s.
What did Pan get?
He was closer to you, but he before you. I think he got like 18, 19.
Yeah, because
Right?
I remember I went to Sonic after work,
I
and they
remember
just
I
like
bought 40 corn
loaded up
dogs.
bags.
Yeah, I remember I got 40 corn dogs.
Yeah, that's right. Because yeah.
I got 40. I bought 40 corn dogs. I know for sure when that was right. I bought 40 corn dogs.
Did Hops do it? Or was she involved at that point?
Yeah, I think it was Hops, he, me, you. It was all of us.
It was everyone.
It was literally everyone.
Oh man, good times. Man, I wish Sonic was up here. I'd go to town on some Sonic dogs.
I fucking love Sonic. So I had Sonic with the Tiger like the last time when I was in Joshua Tree, and Tiger at the very least, I don't think she really fucked with like the Coney dog as much. Just kind of about it, but the Tiger she loved. I got the green light on the chili cheese tater tots.
Good. Yeah.
And so out there, and she's brought it up multiple times. So I'm like, I'm happy, right? Because to me,
that's the important one.
The best thing to get at Sonic is a fucking foot long Coney dog with the chili cheese tots, and then like a Route 44 slush. Any flavor, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, hold on. That's what the kids are doing these days.
Are they?
I think so. I've watched Love Island with the missus. So one of these means clock it, and one of these means something else. I don't remember.
I don't know. Isn't Love Island like the one with like the fuck boys and the harlots?
Love Island is pure trash TV, and it's very good background noise.
It's fair.
Okay. All right. So here's my last two. Help me decide for me. All right. I'm gonna say both at once. That way we don't get distracted with the first one.
All right.
There's two in contention. It's gonna be one of these. One more modern. One dead.
All
right. Norm MacDonald and Bo Burnham. One of those is my favorite. So Bo Burnham, because the thing he released on Netflix during COVID, like Inside, I think it was called.
Okay, fair. Because here's this. I did not watch that.
Okay.
Although I love Bo Burnham, because for my Bo Burnham knowledge is prior to that, like mid 2000s and on, and Bo Burnham's fucking great.
Okay, watch that, because that to this point is by far his best work.
Really,
and also because you and I are both pretty anti-government.
Yeah,
it's his most anti-government. Like it's a like anti-political piece.
Interesting. Okay,
so even for sure watch it,
because Bo Burnham was never really that. Like he had.
Trust me, he's there now.
So like that's really.
It's if I had to do like one word for it, like as a descriptor, like a catch-all for that special, it's probably anarchist.
Interesting. I definitely have to look at it, because without that one, Bo Burnham is great. I love his stand-ups, and even like the clips you would see on YouTube and stuff, like he's up there.
Mm-hmm.
So Bo Burnham and
and Bo Burnham has the added element of being musical. Gifted.
Yeah.
And so you being an actual musician and me being a layman, is he actually musically talented?
Yeah, he's good. He is.
Okay. So that I think that gives him bonus points. But Norm,
the thing
thing
is,
about
like,
Norm, like much like the other ones I've mentioned so far,
here's the
the
thing, though.
moth joke.
Moth joke's fucking. To this day, when it says the greatest joke ever told, I will say Norm Macdonald's moth joke is that one. It's perfect. I think here's the thing, though. I think Norm Macdonald deserves it more, but here's the thing. It's just stand up, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All his great shit in Saturday Night Live is not stand up.
That's true. And a lot of his interviews are really funny too.
But they're not stand up.
Because the moth joke was on Conan.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. I think Norm Macdonald is one of the goats, one of the greats. He deserves all the accolades as comedians as a whole, right? But if the parameter is stand up, just stand up, the moth joke isn't in there. Yeah. All his shit, like, dude, Norm Macdonald shit about Hillary Clinton. Like, it's so phenomenally amazing on Saturday Night Live. Like, it's so good. But none of that's factored in if we're just talking about stand-ups.
That's true.
So if we're going just stand-ups, it's Bo Burnham.
Okay. All right. I'm fine with that. That's my fourth then. So you got Ralphie May, I got Burnham.
But it does feel wrong. I'm not going to lie. That does feel wrong when you're comparing those two against each other. But we just talking about stand-ups.
Actually, the more I'm thinking about it, I know you and I always do this. We have episodes where, like, all right, you watch this, or I read this, or you listen to this. Please watch Inside. Just do it. Just do it. Oh no, you're gone. We have a little hiccup.
Oh, no. Oh Lord. Okay, well, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay. So my laptop died for whatever reason, which is wild. So I joined you on my phone, so you couldn't hear me. I could hear you the entire time. I heard you the entire time.
Leave all of this in.
I will leave everything in.
Good.
I don't know when the laptop's dying, so we got to hurry this shit up. So, to make sure I am on the same thing, let's see.
All right. While you're doing whatever you're doing, Bo Burnham is number 4 for me, and my final one is an A. And watch Inside. You will love it.
And yeah, I will most definitely watch it. I most definitely watch it. Bo Burnham, I think, if we're just talking about things of work with stand-up, I think Bo Burnham beats
Norm. Yeah.
Beats Norm. Although, if we're talking about as a whole, I think Norm deserves it more. But if we're just talking about stand-up, Bo beats Norm.
I agree on all fronts.
But I most definitely watch this Bo Burnham's last thing.
Yeah. It's an hour. Give me an hour.
Yeah,
I know you work 75 hours a week, but give me 1 hour.
I'll do that. News team assemble. It's still a fucking S. I'm telling you, it's an S. This one right here, A-. Happy Gilmore, gold jacket, green jacket, fucking A-. If you argued with me it was an A+, I will I will agree with you. Maybe I'll understand. But
A-.
A-.
A.
S tier.
That's how you do an episode 20.
That was a beautiful episode 20. Full of greatness, full of harps, full of funniness, full of everything. Was it not?
It was. It was. I'm not going to argue.
It literally had everything.
It had everything. I'm going to cry after. So even
Right?
sadness. Yep.
All right. And look at that. We're at 128 of
Just
shenanigans.
It's a good mark too.
Right?
Everything about it's perfect.
Hour and a half. We are in a nice thing. We had fucking technical difficulties. We had horse. We had harsh. We had debate. We had good fucking beers. What else we got?
We had one of these. Yeah, there we go. Two bears.
Bum, 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 bum. Two bears. You just watched a... Oh, shit, not a clip, an episode. You just watched an episode of the Two Bears podcast. If you like what you saw, when you watched it with your peepers on YouTube or Rumbo, you can, like, subscribe, and all the stuff, and the bell icons, and leave a comment because we need it. We're desperate. If you listen to it on Spotify, leave us a review. We're dying out here without them. We need them. Please help.